P4. So this week we are looking at symmetry, but we're continuing it from last week. So it's the final chapter. So hopefully we didn't find it too difficult last week. Let's start straight away. So we're going to continue with looking at symmetrical pictures, but we're going to move more to now looking at symmetrical shapes and how we can manipulate them. So the first thing we're looking at is Gloria makes a symmetrical picture with watercolor. And there we go, we've got a nice picture. And we fold a piece of paper in half and then unfold it. But some of the watercolor on the right of the paper. Folding the drawing paper in half again, and we press it. And then we unfold the paper. We see that we've now got our image replicated, but in reverse. So it's a reflection of the original image. Make a symmetrical picture of watercolor and show your class. So that's going to be the practical challenge at home. Is you need to make a picture with me. Make a picture at home, fold it in half, and then post a picture up onto Google Classroom. I'll put a document explaining exactly what I need you to do. So Daniel makes a symmetrical shape by cutting a piece of square paper. So we fold the paper in half and then we cut along a line. So we can do an example of that. So here is my piece of paper, and I can just simply fold it in half. If I take my scissors and I can draw a cutout, any kind of weird shape I do want. There we go. So I've cut out my shape, and then when I unfold it, I now have the exact same pattern. So the fold line is the symmetry line. And this is what the little description here shows us. I've made a bell. So you can make a shape really even, or cutting out a shape, you can make it a lot more accurate. Fold the paper in half twice and cut along, and then we can create a shape which has two lines of symmetry. We can also fold a piece of square paper like this, and that will also be able to create us 4 lines of symmetry. So whether we fold it into a quadrilateral or a triangle, we'll still create the same lines of symmetry. Okay, so let's look at designing patterns. So Gloria again has made some symmetrical shapes on the pin boards. The dotted lines are the lines of symmetry. Only half of each shape is made. Help Gloria complete these symmetrical shapes. So we can see here we've got our symmetrical line, and then we can see the half made. So a good technique here is find the positions of this shape and then record them down here. So if I know that this one is the next one along and it's 2 away from the line, so I would draw a dot here. The next dot would go here to here, and then it would go back inside and then meet, because it meets on the line, and then I know it would go back out to the top and come back in. So it should look something like that. So we can see this one, it goes 1 away, okay, and we know it goes, it goes back in because it's mirroring, then it goes back out, then it comes back in, then across, and then back in. So we have to just basically do dot to dot, but someone's already shown us exactly what dot to dot to do before. Daniel draws some symmetrical shapes on square paper. The dotted lines are the lines of symmetry. Only half or 1/4 of each shape is drawn. Help Daniel complete the symmetrical lines. So just as some examples, this is what we should be replicating to look like. Again, I'll have a practical task along with the worksheets for you to complete on this. And again, we'll have some classwork as well. So this week will be more practical tasks and some revision material from the last lessons at work. You'll have some worksheets and maybe an online quiz as well. Hopefully, I will see you in the next live lesson.